Hi everyone. So today I'm taking a step back from the typical written blog posts and I'm going to be doing a video blog post. Surprise! Um, but this is just going to be another reflection on my time spent volunteering. So yesterday, Monday, I spent my last volunteering day at Best Friends. I say last with air quotes because I'm going to be continuing over the summer. That's how much I love it. But so yesterday when I walked in to Best Friends, I heard, well, this is what I heard. The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home. All over and over and over with a little bit of the verses in between, but not much. And I was like, that's interesting. And I talked to another one of the volunteers. I was like, how long has this been going on? Since 9 a.m., this woman participant had been singing My Old Kentucky Home. At this point in time, it was 2:30 in the afternoon. Think about that. 9 a.m. to 2:30. Though it was a little bit frustrating because we all left with the songs stuck in our head, we can't really get frustrated with them because they don't know any better. They have these things that trigger them and they latch on to them and they get consumed by them. And it provides joy most of the time and they're content. And that's something that they don't have a lot of times because they are in Alzheimer's, it's this state of feeling lonely sometimes because they don't know if they have family members or where their family members are or where they are. And so when they do have joy, it's crucial to try and maintain it for as long as possible. So even though we all had the song stuck in our head, it's very difficult to be frustrated and annoyed with them. And I think it's actually kind of magical that she was singing the song for the entire day because it's this innocence and this lack of restraint. You know, they have these impulses and they act upon them. They just do. They don't think about what other people will think. They just do. And that's great because so many people in our society today don't. They think about it and then they don't. And so I think it's kind of a beautiful thing that these participants don't have that restraint and they just go, they just say, they just do. And sometimes it's inappropriate and we have to stop them. Like this one woman in particular likes to lift her shirt up for some reason and we have to stop her, but she doesn't care. She doesn't really care what other people think and she does it anyways, and I think that's kind of neat. And in addition to that, yesterday when I was there, the participants were working on a craft and they were all given this white, piece of paper that had the black outline of a butterfly. And they were all given watercolor paints, the same colors, and brushes, all the same brushes. And they were given this window of time to paint the butterfly. And at the end of the window, all of the butterflies look different. And you would expect that, because no two people are alike. But it's really neat that even though their brains have deteriorated and their memory is not intact, their creativity and their imagination still is. And every single product was different. And it wasn't a competition. They weren't trying to see whose butterfly was the best. It was just, I'm having fun. I'm creating a butterfly. And they were proud of it. They were enjoying themselves. They were, letting out any stress that they might have. We were listening to music, listening to My Old Kentucky Home, and they were proud. And I think that's really neat because that's so childlike. And nowadays we all have these things that we're proud of, but we're not always willing to share them with other people. Sometimes we're afraid of what other people would think, and they're not afraid. They just show and they say, look at the butterfly I made. And they're so excited, and you can't help but be excited too. And it's just contagious, and it's really neat that their creativity is intact and their imagination is intact, and they have this opportunity to have an outlet of that imagination. And whether or not we are spurring this creativity and helping, move it along and keep it in the forefront of their brain and their activity, I don't know, whether it's their own actions or ours, I don't know, but it's really neat to be there and experience their outlet of creativity in their independence, because so often they rely on other people, to do their daily activities, to go anywhere, to go to the bathroom, to get dressed, to eat. They rely on other people, and a lot of times when they do their own thing, like sing My Old Kentucky Home for hours on end, they get scolded, and so they don't really have this opportunity to be independent. And in doing these butterflies, they have independence, and it might not be what we think independence is, but it's still independence for them. And I think that's really neat that we give them that opportunity. Um, so it's just really neat to experience the music and the art and the way that they work through the individuals. And it's been shown, it's been proven in experiments that music helps to regenerate memories. And whether or not art does that too, I don't know, but I think that there's something there, and it's really neat to witness that. And so I'm really looking forward to my time in the future with them, and the crafts that I'll get to do with them when I go. And I've never been there for crafts before, but I hope that in the future when I am there, I can be there so that I can experience that creative process.